Cancer, welcome to your next 72. We're going to see what messages come out for you. Hopefully you can hear me clearly. Well, my air is not too loud, but Cancer, this is your next 72. We're going to see what messages come out for you. If no one has told you that they love you, Cancer, SGL, hey, I love you. All right, let's go ahead and see what messages come out for you. For those of you who are new to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light, welcome. As you can see, this is a new channel, so make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of this channel. Be straightforward in the next 72, Cancer. Even if you don't want to, I feel like you don't have energy to be straightforward in the next 72. Determined thoughts, adventure the world around you. So it's basically saying don't allow, there's things in your world that you haven't tapped into and haven't explored yet. But I feel like it could be a weight or a burden with the determined thoughts, but it's not an overall energy. It's just more so you're center focused on the next 72. And you may have to tell someone, like, right now, I can't focus on you. I have to focus on me. And it also feels in the next 72, my water sign, is that you're not wanting to operate in your emotions. Maybe it's something you don't want to discuss right now, because right now you're in a good space. And it feels like when you're in a good space, then it's like this energy that wants to interrupt you from being able to master something. Let me clarify this adventure world. These cards keep slipping out of my hands. For some of you Cancers, you are determined to make a connection. And it doesn't have to be a particular person. It could just be just with people in general, right? And you being straightforward could kind of be intimidating to people. And you're trying to figure out how come favor is not working, or it's just, don't settle for people who are not accepting of you. It's easy said than done. There's a Cancer, it feels like you're in the verge of settling. It's like you're questioning your own self. Yeah, Cancer, in the next 72, you're wanting something new. You're wanting a more, you know deep down in your heart that it's better, that this is not the end result, and that you're refusing to settle. It feels like whatever this settling in, it's like with the 5 of Cups here, you're done with toxicity, because there's wine here, or it could be blood, but I'm going to say wine. It's toxicity, and it's just more so of your approach is very straight to the point. It's very bold. You're not going around any corners about how you feel. I feel like there's an apology coming in. I feel like you're being too hard on yourself as well. You hold the power, you hold the position, but at the same time with this musician, you may be feeling like you're not in control of what it is that you want at this time. The world that you want to adventure, it feels like it's more so in a headspace, and when you take action, there's a sense of disappointment of not doing something right. Stop judging yourself, Cancer. It's like you are prejudging yourself before. It's like saying, oh, I'm not going to have a good time. And so you don't have a good time when you should have been saying, I'm going to have a good time. That's not for every Cancer. But for the most part, my Cancers, get out there, adventure the world, create a new world, your world. You are the author of your story, your day. All right? And be straightforward when it comes to what you want to do in the next 72. I feel like you're done settling with doing what everyone else wants you to do. You want to do what you want to do, what you like, what you're interested in. All right. Transcendence cards for my Cancer. We have spiritual collectivism. Yeah, you need to be around people who are like you, or people who are going to build you up and not tear you down. It says keep searching until you find what works for you. Yeah. It says develop spiritual practice, innovation. You are growing. Okay, so you're going to have to remove, if you don't want to admit that you're having insecurities in the next 72, you need to admit that and nip it in the bud and continue to water yourself and fulfill your emotional needs. So you need to have a new routine that is uplifting with self-care, Cancer. What other messages do you have for my Cancer, my water sign? What other messages do you have for my Cancer? Oh, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Oh no, it feels like this is like a water sign reading with Cancer, you, and Pisces and Scorpio, but this is your next 72, Cancer. All right, that is too many cards. All right, we have productive, facing problems, ability to reproduce. Yeah, you got this, Cancer. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. You may have some up and down moments where it feels like the impossible is impossible. But when it comes to your world and your liking and being happy, everyone is responsible of their own happiness. And I feel like when you're happy, I'm not going to say someone doesn't want you to be happy. It's just when you're happy, it feels like you're like the one that can get away. So there's some complications here. Clarify this productivity. Fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It could also be the Empress as well. I'm not for sure if this is masculine energy or not. There's the Empress. Yeah. You have to continue to show up for yourself. It's your responsibility to make your wishes come true. Yes, you have availability to make yourself available to others, but right now, what you want to do is connect with people who are not just going to be available to you, but to be a fulfillment as well. All right. What other messages do you have for my Cancer for the next 72? Yeah, be easy when it comes to placing judgment on yourself. Just breathe. If you're placing yourself in uncomfortable situations in the next 72, Cancer, I was getting ready to call you Pisces, is because you're in Pisces energy, and it's all in the headspace. It's like whatever you're constantly thinking about, whatever you're saying you're not going to do, you end up doing it. So that's something that you need to stop. We have the Crone, the Vow, the Orphan, Agape. I will learn how to say this, but yeah, right now you need to invest in self-care. Okay, now you need to understand the difference from self-maintenance and self-care. Okay, self-maintenance is your normal thing, keeping your hygiene, your hair and your nails and all those things, whatever works for you. But when it comes to self-care, it's literally depositing new information to help you grow. I'm practicing mindfulness. Agape, no matter what you do to me, I'll always love you. I feel like there's a Cancer where you feel like you're caught up, and it feels like someone's trying to open up old wounds from the past, and it's something that you're not just enlightened about. It's like you made a commitment to yourself that you're not going to allow anyone to take you back to that place. Someone could be saying what they've done for you, and it's like years pass by, and it's like, why are you in my space all of a sudden? I wouldn't get out of character dealing with that type of situation. Tell me about that energy that I was tapped into. What does Cancer need to focus on pertaining to that energy? You, Cancer. Like, seriously. I think right now is you don't need to pass judgment on yourself. Don't allow anyone to make you feel like you're doing something wrong because you want to be happy in the next 72. Choices. 7 of Cups. Putting yourself first is the best thing to do. And if someone is not getting it, they're showing more of their shadow self. It's because someone is used to toxicity more than help. Someone's more addicted to toxicity because they have to argue for some reason. And I don't feel like you're making the choice not to um, fill cups with toxicity. That's what I was trying to say. All right. What other messages do you have for my Cancer? What other messages do you have for my Cancer? All right. Projectivity is confirming this fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay. Keep it moving if you need to. Trust and believe that how you feel is how you feel, and no one can tell you that this is not how you feel. It's like someone's trying to have an impact until you. Say if you're saying, this is just an example, Cancer. It doesn't have to necessarily be this way, but say that you're saying, you know what? Today I'm just not in the mood, and someone says, who are you to not be in the mood? It's like someone's not respecting your communication here. And I'm feeling like with this fire and this trust, you're learning that you putting yourself first is the best thing that you could ever do. But this fire energy could sometimes be draining, or it could be motivating. But for the most part, you are getting clarity. You're learning that you can't give everyone, you can't operate in toxicity. You can't grow in toxicity. Also, what I'm seeing here is you are learning who to trust and not to trust in the next 72. It feels like there is also a moment of redemption as well, Cancer. It's like I'm seeing a water boiling. So you could be very angry. Not all of you Cancers may find yourself angry in the next 72. Let's take a look at some dreams. All right. What are my Cancers dreaming right now in the next 72? This always keeps coming out. It's dark energy. Some of you Cancers are dreaming of having sex. Others of you, either you're seeing someone else get hurt, or this is you getting hurt. Some of you are missing. You're supposed to travel somewhere, and you keep missing your flight. I'm seeing you wake up from an alarm clock, and then you're preparing to go to the airport, and you realize that you slept the whole day away, and it's a new day. You missed your flight. And pertaining to dreams, I don't like saying this word. Even when I created the dream messages, let me clarify this. KILLING. Clarify. Burden. So this is not all of you Cancers. Cancer, you feel threatened by someone. I don't know if this is your spouse, an ex, a family member or not, but you're actually having dreams about them hurting you. Not only are they hurting you, you're trying to get away from them. And what's crazy, if it's a family member, you're having dreams of a family member who's trying to be intimate with you. And it is a burden. Whatever situation in the waking life, it's like it's an energy of not getting along, and this person or persons, I feel like you've ended cycles. You've ended a bad karmic cycle with certain people, whether it's family, friends, colleagues, or whatever. So this feels like someone's having nightmares in the next 72. So you're having sleepless nights. Let me give you an angel guide card. Switch up your switching positions. Be mindful of what it is that you're eating before you go to sleep. Be mindful of what you're thinking. Cancer, do not cry before you go to sleep. I'm also seeing you're having dreams where you're on the phone, and you're on the phone with someone, and you hear gunshots go off, and then it's a person that you have been intimate with. Expect miracles. So these nightmares that you're having is an interruption to cause you to go another direction. So be mindful, Cancer. Stay center focused and continue to put yourself first. Those dream cards are a little bit they're a mystery when it comes to dreams. Dreams is a wonderland. All right, what other messages do you have for there is a fire sign. It could be this Leo who wants to show you new ways. Could be. Or you have fire in your chart in Leo, that can be an example. You need to tap into your fire energy. Okay? Get up and go. And that fire energy also can represent that communication, turning those burdens into communication of, yes, I can. Okay? All right. Overall direction. Let's see what your animal spirit is. I'll go ahead and add this to your next 72 Cancer. What's Cancer's animal spirit for the next 72? Next 72, something's pulling on you, but I don't feel like your confidence level is like teeter-tottering. We have the earthworm, earth sign. All right. Your spirit animal is the earthworm, and that's earth energy. Let me find it. Yeah, the earthworm has to do with being shy and hesitant and reluctant to share your inner wisdom. Yeah, this is confirming that insecurity of being self-conscious. And to bring you out, you're going to need to speak up, okay? I feel like whoever wants to make you feel like you're a sense of an embarrassment, or if this is how you feel about yourself, um, Cancer in the next 72, you don't need to. What is an embarrassment actually is a blessing in disguise. Why is it a blessing in disguise in the next 72? It's like you cutting your hair and then to realize it's attractive, everyone likes it. It's like stepping out of your boundaries. I mean, stepping out of your comfort zone. Correction. In the next 72. So yeah, there's a teeter-totter of insecurity. One minute you're confident and one minute you're not. Maybe it has to do with, you know, in a more intimate setting, like no more than 5 people, maybe an environment that you're comfortable in. And if it's more than 5 people, your anxiety or your insecurities of that confidence starts to kick in. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Okay? This energy is letting me know, pertaining to your money bag, it's time to create new memories. For some of you Cancers, it's time for you to accept your growth. What is about this? Yeah. You need to give yourself recognition here. The past is the past. Don't get stuck in the past, Cancer, in the next 72. The past may come back up, and like I said, there's this area where you could be triggered and give somebody a piece of your mind. You're being guided not to. You can be straightforward without being out of character. And you don't have to submit yourself in all of your emotions and revealing on how you feel, because I feel like there is an energy of someone, they use that against you. You know what? Those kind of people are so annoying. Like, so if I tell you, oh yeah, I'm going to start this job and where it's going, you're going to go out of your way to make sure that I don't, those type of people, they exist. And Cancer, I think what you're realizing in the next 72, that mean people are out here, envious people are out here. And if it's family, you have the choice to get out of that. And it's uncomfortable because it's family. It's like, oh no, I'm supposed to deal with that. No, you're not. Love is kind, love is gentle. That is abuse. Moving forward, we have the overall direction is the 8 of Swords, Cancer. All right. Your inner critic. I told you. I said your overall energy is you passing judgment on your own self in the next 72, being hard on your own self with this teeter-totter of confidence. It says, in pertaining to the next 72, Cancer, it says stop being so hard on yourself. We're our own worst critics, but you're being especially harsh. If there's something you don't like about yourself, then know that you hold the power to change it. Let go of those old patterns of behaviors and kick it into a higher gear to make a shift. Refuse to be a victim, even if it is internalized. Okay, let's go ahead and look at overall perspective. So the overall direction is the 8 of Swords. You're enough, Cancer. Not just the next 72, moving forward. You are enough. Those who want to pour into you, you don't have to ask them to pour into you. But sometimes communication is needed because you got to understand that other people, sometimes they need direction. They need instructions. They're clueless. So if you don't tell them, hey, I need you to pour into me, then they would never know. So healthy communication is needed. All right, overall perspective for my Cancer in the next 72. The angelic. Stop allowing people to take advantage of you, Cancer, especially in the next 7. There's no reason why anyone should have the power to take advantage of you. Let's talk about this. Angelic. The angelic. All right. For overall perspective, Cancer, this card is a gentle reminder that you are enough just as you are. You are smart enough, creative enough, and capable enough to accomplish what you need to in this life. And you are more lovable than you will ever know. Give yourself a hug and remember to always be kind to yourself. All right, what is the extension of what? Let me use another deck. No, I'm going to keep this. I'm being guided not to change it up. What just Cancer me to see? Focus on within this angelic. Be responsible with your heart in the next 72. You do not have to be submissive to any negativity or low vibrational people or allowing anyone to manipulate your mind to cause you to make the wrong decisions in the next 72. And pertaining to you, you need to be more kind to yourself. Because it's like your thought, the thought patterns that you have created is feeding off of your brain, and it's saying, oh no, Cancer is trying to do something healthy. We have to stop that. You're in more control. A Capricorn no longer has access to you. A Capricorn cannot manipulate you in the next 72. What you don't see is people now believe you and not a Capricorn. You are free from some form of toxicity, and you're going to be able to see that in the next 72. Overall focus for my let me move these up, because every time that's like let me just move these up. Overall focus for Cancer. Prayer and contemplation and trusting heaven. Yes, I love this. Your prayers are being answered in the next 72. You prayed, Cancer, you prayed for some evil tactics or evil behaviors of others to stop. So you asked for assistance, and that assistance has already came in. So you freed yourself from a person, place, or thing or environment. And just know that you are safe, and your angels, they do stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow miracles to concern. So even though one cycle has ended and you're no longer having to deal with the past, don't, just because God got you out of one situation and your angels assist you doesn't mean, okay, break away from that connection. Okay. Maybe you should go out dancing or something. Do you like to dance, Cancer? Um, so yes. Ask and you shall receive in the next 72. Don't be afraid to speak up to ask, but for what it is that you need in the next 72, Cancer. Let's take a look at rebel energy of what it is that you may need to acknowledge or speak up about. I really feel like what you need to acknowledge is to stop having judgment on yourself. It says it will lie to you in your face. I really strongly believe this is your mindset. It says watch out, shit could get ugly. Stop going back to things, people, or places, or things that God has set you free from. So you could be pulled. That could be what's pulling you. If it's a toxic ex, it is the need of some type of touch or attention, and it is not healthy. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you that it's not. So you need to end that. Okay. And I really feel like there's a Cancer. You're not wanting to put in the energy of creating a new connection that are healthy because of what the comfortability, being comfortable in toxicity is hard to break from. You've already broken free from it. It's just going along with the process. And you're being guided at this time, not just in the next 72, is to invest in self. All right. Do things that make you feel good. Doing things that make you feel good does not mean you have to spend money. Okay, going and go get an ice cream, and I'm not saying if you're dairy free or whatever. I'm just giving an example. Go taking a walk. For some of you, you're having difficulties with being in crowds. Okay, because you've broken away from a toxicity, your anxiety. Work on healing that anxiety. Tell your anxiety to be still. Let's move on. Tell me of any foolishness for Cancer in the next 72. I honestly, I'm going to be real with you. The only foolish energy that I see is being pulled back into toxicity. This is literally a Cancer. God answered your prayer. Foolish energy, the Five of Swords, unable to break away from toxicity, especially. Let's just say, hypothetically, it's a mom who always lies and lets you down, and you're just finally saying, you know what, I get it. You know, everyone wants to have a mother. Everyone's story is different, but it's just kind of like you're finally just accepting, like, this is something that I cannot change. I have to let this go. So go find another mothering, nurturing energy that's willing to fill your cup because they want to. Okay. And what I like about this is someone's foolish and they think that someone thinks that they've hurt you, but in reality, you've been released and you feel free. And that's why in the beginning of your reading, I said it feels like the moment that you're truly like just happy and worried free in the next 72, it feels like whoever this person lingering in the background, it's like, what? That didn't affect them? But it gives them the opportunity to say, hey, there's something wrong with me. I need to fix something within myself. So someone's seeing themselves in you, and they could break free themselves. I hope that makes sense. I tried to get it out as clear as possible. Let's go ahead and pull your goddess oracle. Now I'm going to have to say this, Cancer, if this is you doing the foolishness, you're going to have a sense of awakening that toxicity is only, it feels good in the moment, but the aftermath of it sucks. Goddess oracle for my Cancer, my water sign, please. Don't forget, you ask your angel to assist you. That's why they're here. That's why they're here for. They're just waiting. Like, Cancer, can you please call my name? Call me. What do you want me to do? And Goddess oracle. But for the most part, whatever you're prayed for, and your prayers have been answered. Be bold, Leo energy, fire energy, unleash your adventure side, take risks, and be daring. Remember in the beginning of your reading, it said something about, here it is, these are your cards. Adventure the world around you, determine thoughts, and be straightforward. Do what you want to do in the next 72, and don't allow anyone to rob you from your good spirits. This is like a family going to a amuse park, and you have someone who just always causes problems. They want to argue. They don't know how to have a good time. That's what it feels like. Our some type of family event or gathering. It's always certain people or a certain person that just doesn't know how to have a good time. They just have to be narcissistic. All right, move. And I don't say that too kindly. It's just someone that just knows, like, no, you don't get to be happy on your birthday. You don't get to, it's your anniversary. No, no, no. It's just like so over it. All right, let's take a look at shadow energy. Remember, divine fire came out, and it was attached to Leo. So that is definitely strength. You are going to have strength, Cancer, my water sign. You're going to have a I'm hearing a strong sense of confidence, but there's going to be action of confidence. Shadow energy. Thank you. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Just if this is not a Capricorn, they no longer have access to you. And look at, you have the Emperor here. So this is, for some of you Cancer, it is a toxic relationship that you've broken away from, but it keeps pulling you back. Or it's a family member, someone, a loved one. It's an ending of an enabling. Continue to grow. You look good, but you don't see it. There is this truth that you're unaware that everyone sees. The Eight of Swords overall direction and the angelic overall perspective here. You're saying no in the next 72 with confidence. Nice. Let's look at challenges and obstacles if there's any. If there's no challenges and obstacles, what tools does Cancer need to utilize in the next 72, please? Fire energy. Release that boldness. Release it in the next 72. It's favor. I feel like there is a Cancer. I'm so proud of you. Whoever felt like they had you in some sense of imprisonment, of meaning controlling you, the moment that you say no, they realize that they no longer have control over you. And that's that pulling toxicity, because you pray for this to be freed from this energy or this person, and they go because they no longer have power over you. You pulling them back in, don't do that. And we have different perspectives, because I'm not in your world. I'm not in your daily life. Because it feels like a Cancer, you don't know what to do. You have to, what you're supposed to be doing from the beginning of your reading, Cancer, is you're supposed to be focused on self-care, building yourself back up, because I don't want you to be confident today and then tomorrow not be confident. I know we go through things, but when we go through things, I don't want you to lack confidence, except that you're aware of what you're feeling or whatever it is that you feel that you can't control at this time. Be bold and speak to it and say, this mountain, you move. You're responsible. But it's time for, I don't know what Cancer it is. It's time for you. I don't see you entertaining low vibrational energies, but I feel like you're just so used to being submissive in a way. And that's when you get taken advantage of. So you need to be very straightforward in the next 72. Feminine energy, please. Feminine energy for my Cancer. Feminine energy, the Queen of Materials. Yeah, I told you your confidence is a teeter-totter. 1 minute you're confident and 1 minute you're not. It feels like it's a particular person. When a particular person comes around, it feels heavy. And you just kind of play it in the background. But when this person is not around, you are on fire. Masculine energy. So what this is telling me, don't you allow one person to step into your space. You're giving someone too much power. And they're used to it. They know that they see you. They know you're going to give them your power. It's just like someone says, Cancer, you see me, you're not going to speak, and you finally break those shackles and say, you know what? Every time I see you, I'm always the one speaking to you first. You know what? I'm not doing that no more. You see me, you speak. And it's shock. It's the energy of someone being shocked, like, Cancer, you're not yourself. And it's on like, no, I am myself. I've taken off the blindfold. I am no longer being submissive to a person who's not even meeting me halfway. Masculine energy is the 6 of Pentacles with the 8 of Cups in reverse. Let me work feminine energy. Get one more for feminine energy. Wow. The 9 of Voices and the 2 of Inspirations in reverse. There is a healthy masculine. There is a healthy masculine that has walked away from their past. Well, that's how they want you. It's a masculine energy. Is saying that they've walked away from their past, but they have not. It could be a mother. A masculine is being controlled by a mother, to be specific. And this feminine energy is saying either you choose me or your mother. That's what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and move forward. This spread is heavy. You're free. There should be no reason why you're not happy. Put on some happy music. Dance if you like to dance, Cancer. Do something that you like. Like I said, you don't have to elevate your happiness, right? And activate joy in the next 72. You don't have to use money to do so. We have a wedding and retreat. So there is a commitment in the next 72 that someone is not with, and this is pertaining to self. So that someone's saying, I'm not settling. Someone's saying, I'm not going to settle. And pertaining to if you are married, someone wants to renew their vows. And you are, the marriage is way overdue. I don't know what that means. It feels like someone doesn't know how to say they don't want to be married anymore. And pertaining to those of you who are out there dating, stop being committed to every person that you come in contact with. If you are same-sex situation, this is player energy. You're committed to one person, but there's also a commitment to someone else. And one of whoever out of the two that's committed to you, they're gonna pull back. They're going back to an ex. All right, I was about to take that off. Let's go ahead and shed some light on your reading. That is some hot tea. Someone's gonna say yes to marriage. Sorry, and it's all. Someone is an opportunist, basically. It's not love. And pertaining to yes, you are doing good in the next 72. You can tap into your joy and happiness if you want to. You're going to see that, and focusing on self-care is going to feel good. And pertaining to this yes, you are admitting that, yeah, I need stronger confidence. I need to stop passing judgment on myself. Angel guide message for Cancer, please. So yeah, don't be passing judgment on yourself, Cancer, in the next 72. All right, angel guide message. Yeah, Cancer, something needs to change. Vulnerability and freedom. I should say no more, Cancer. All right. And it says, this is your angel guide message. It says, Cancer, it isn't always easy to put yourself out there, but you are being encouraged to do so now. Drop the shields and barriers that you have put up, because these walls are preventing the world from seeing your light. Your angel guide is reminding that you don't need to protect yourself, because God can do that for you. Whenever you feel vulnerable or unsafe, Cancer, old habits and patterns will want to kick in, but call in the light of God and surrender your need to protect yourself. When you give angels permission to come in and help, they will. They will guide you towards freedom, joy, and your highest good. Well, receive that message. All right. Affirmation or statement from my Cancer, my water sign. Do you know how many people in this world that are not confident, especially people that you think are confident are not? All right. It says, I forgive those who have harmed me in my past and peacefully detach from them. All right, Cancer. I love you. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. Make sure that you subscribe so that you could be a part of the success and growth of this new channel. Also, those of you who've already subscribed, I thank you so much, Cancer, for coming back. And if you're another zodiac sign, welcome. I hope you got the clarity and confirmation that you sought out after. Also, make sure you go over to the SGL Podcast. There you will find a lot of collective and general readings when time permits itself. Till then, don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you.